nakushemererwa yebere twegitaho kandi nimanya ngo ubuzima neco mutano kandi cyo muhendo kumanya ngo urakatano bwashesho nitwe abwizobera muri yo nintekateka ngo biturukora byona billion ugendaje ngo guno murundi urakatano turi ha Big Chef restaurant umtown ya Mbarara kandi twarito mjenyi urukwetwa Patricia urukora na Exquisite makeup studio ogu no muhunzi nahunda abantu ababoneza abategura abakwa bine mikore yavura muringo namwe no kuri yo ndebe kunayimuruka jizobera nuwe yankora muntu ndakore urugendo rwa Patricia tumanye tumwejereho turebe cyumukozere cyari nebyarukora nabikorata reri buryuko urukusherere cyo rakore urukwenda kuba munyangoga utanditsira katanditse nashemerera mnonga niwe mjenyi wa kabiri urukora makeup ahashtamana nyamwiza utwabanze kutaya isakarshan mwenati wabo wa kabiri.
Thank you.
Twakushemerera mnonga
Nyinachana
ibare kubayo nibyo rukora byona nurarota
ndiyaho tine nshonga yonorarota
nyoni ndaraje nanye mbwe ntindi kwenda ngunze hare nyino rusho rwinji kumanya Patricia ndinko murebe witu abo batindi kumanya byinji mwen Patricia nuwa
Patricia Atukunda Raiza, those are my names. Ngoma zina ganjago. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, the entrepreneur, young businesswoman. Yes.
Okay. Patricia kazarwa nkahi?
Nyowe nkazarwa ama city born. Nkazarwa Kampala, specific in Zambia hospital. Konkani nkomo Kisinjiro.
Nsambia kuzarwa ho kikaba ho kita. Kuba niyo wazarirwe kandi ryo mnisinjiro.
My parents, my dad wanje, tata wanje akabari a businessman. So akana tura Kampala. Baba businessman abakaraba bari abagiga. Yes, so akana tura Kampala. So Nazara and Zambia, and I'm the last born and the only girl. Yes.
Hey, ukutibyo ntwisha. Patricia, mami wawe na wakana tura Kampala by default.
Yes.
Kujirangu.
Born and bandu Gisinjiro. Konka kujang my dad akari businessman
ekaya za Kampala.
Ya za Kampala and we are tuli abana bashatu so tuna tukazarwa Kampala. Yeah.
Banyanya ko bariyo.
Bariyo
bona babiri mwe niwe kanomuka
ninye kaherera ninye kaherera kamawe.
That's lovely. Mwenu wazarwa Kampala mwatura mukana mutura
tukantura nakulabye.
Okay.
Yeah, tukant, so it's a city.
Yeah, right.
Town.
Watanisira nkahishomero.
Nashoma and I was unfortunate. I lost my parents at a younger age.
I am so sorry.
Actually, tindarebere dad wanje. Yes. Tindarebere dad wanje and years later and I lost my mother.
Pause there Patricia twataragaza iwe wazarwa Zambia hospital mukana mutura nakurabye kuwa isyange myaka eberesha tuwatandikishomero.
Yeah, natandikishomero Kawempe primary school niyo nashomire.
Ndire yabere hehe
tinkumanya konkanyo na ishanjire ni inshomera kunagire kwetegereza kunagire kwetegereza nyene ni inshomera
nabanyanya ko nibe mbashomera.
No, my brother kari Buganda Road na no ndije wako akumukorata konkanyo we nyonkija kwetegereza when I'm with my mom so stories ezindi tinko bichengaje
nakucenga because inde nakurabye then Kawempe
quite a distance
mwene chikumanyisa ngu at some point nakurabye mukargayo mwazanka side zaga yaza Kawempe.
Yes, I think nakurabye tukargayo when life changed. When my mother lost her husband, life changing and I think we found ourselves in Kawempe.
Pause. Hatu wajarangu tata wa wakana Gisinjiro. Naruganka Gisinjiro.
Gisinjiro Bukanga Kashumba.
Then na mama wawe?
Mama wanje naruga Bukanga Rugaga.
Bona
Nabanyabukanga. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hati mbwen hati iwatanishira Kawempe shomero.
Natanishira Kawempe shomero. Then later to Mbarara.
Mwijoro kuzanko mchakanga
nkani nzanko P2 kozi nkazambara municipal
as in Mbarara municipal kwetegerezaje mwazambara municipal
yeah
nazambara mwature
tukaturi Rugazi then my mother kana akora mu Central Market. Yes
akaje yakare mu Central Market yaguzachi
eminece. I remember that.
Okay, so mwaza municipal murukutura Rugazi. I mean it was a short distance.
Yeah, actually Rugazi can't tour at my uncle's place.
Kana abcheza shimwana, we need to get tissue. I am so sorry. So rugazimu kani mturo wa uncle wawe?
Yeah, tukanturo wa my uncle.
Nazarwa na mami wawe?
Yes. Uncle Gilbert, the late. He had passed on by then now. So tukanturo mkazi weyo who tortured us very, very bad.
I am so
sorry. Yeah, and she later actually chased us away.
Mami na siyo Central Market Mbarara akaya gwinate jopati yo no jumanya
tinku jumanya was young.
So ni wabe no tura yo nawe mwenka?
Yes.
So waguma municipal?
Nena guma municipal.
Wamareyo primary?
No. Tina mazireyo primary. Nkahika nkom P3 and I think Mbarara yanga Mbarara.
Mami baba baiza kubabinga?
No, kuba tubinjire we got tukafuna room nearby. It was I remember it was a single room.
Martin Motishu.
Twafuna a single room. So twafuna a single room twagizamu yaguma nakora. Konka later Mbarara yakora ki?
Yanga.
Mbarara yanga. And ninjuka on that day.
Here you go. Okay.
Ninjuka on that day when we left to Isinjiro. Twaichire Isinjiro at my father's place. The person who took us is called Mr. Wavamuno Richard. Abadi head teacher wa St. Kagwa secondary school. Ugonza kumugarukira later. Yeah, and we had to it was a night.
Maheza kuruga that single room.
Yeah. I think my mother later Mbarara young was twagaruka Isinjiro and because she had a house there.
Your mother and your dad had wedded?
Yeah, they were wedded.
Okay. When mwazo wanyu?
Yeah, it was a week. And it's there that I joined my brothers. Because wabakabizire kare
kuruga Kampala byo mwarga nakurabye.
I think wabakija kare Mbarara kunija kuyayanjira as a woman yayihaho the boys yasigazanya. Yes.
So your brothers bakamba shoma?
Yeah, bakamba shoma.
Bakushomera hi
Buhunjiro primary. Yeah, Buhunjiro demonstration.
Buhunjiro sanabaka yo boarding?
No, Buhunjiro hotel boarding. It's a what? It's a day school. It's a day school.
Hachi kuruga Buhunjiro kuzaka shumba bakambija bati?
Kutamze bjen.
Hakani hingana mwana kanahare. I know that place. Nahare bakabija kashesh. Umwana wa Buganda Road.
Buganda Road.
See life. Wa Buganda Road ninja obwiro bo bakabatembanga taxi ningobundo batwara no
bakamba batwara because my grandfather, I have a grandfather who was staying at Buganda Road flats. So ogwe bakaba mutwara kugira ngo he was the first born and the first child, so my grandfather was attached to him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I call Buganda Road flats and it's just
walking
5 minutes. Yeah, no tambura.
When baza kashumba?
Baza
kashumba kuruga kashumba. Uza Buhunjiro.
Yeah,
morning and evening.
Yes.
Wow.
And I later joined them.
Wow. How old were you?
I must have been like 6, like 7.
When was I on P2, P3?
Nazon P3, I think. Nkazon kom P3. P3.
Mwatambura.
Twatambura.
Ba brother wa bakusigura yo mchakanga ikweza P7 nubo. The last.
Nyowe kuna ichiro P5. I think I was lucky. I'm lucky. My other fourth name should be Lucky. My godmother. Iba wori yo mshije yatutwira mcharo. Akana arabaho. I think they kept on saying that kind of no nae wakugambira kuna ndiyo P3. My mother passed on. Yes. She passed on. So I was like in P3.
Sick? I'm so sorry.
She wasn't sick. Akarwaraho kachi. Because I remember on that fateful day my grandmother akarhaha tujirango musigaromka, but she told us no, don't stay. And we left. So when we came back tukaturi abana nturuga ishomero ndabantu bagamba nkuri wanyu hine yafayo. But in my mind, yes, I'm convinced it can't be my mother.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I didn't like my grandmother. So I'm like, hi.
Your dad's mother?
Yeah. kind of as attached to my mother, so it's obvious odi ankanta kumukunda. So mbajira in my mind I'm like it can't be my mom, I know it's my grandmother.
Oh dear.
So tutambura tuhikayo muka, and it was true.
Your mom. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Patricia. So it's on P3. P3 ya Buhunjuro Primary School has the Kayo. Mutaka has na even 2 terms or anything.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. So Furuaba.
Urupfu rwabaho. It hit me so much because I was so much attached to her.
I'm so sorry.
I was so much attached to her, so it hit me so much, so much. So it affected me because I was not relating with the other people at home, my grandmother, for example.
And you were young.
Yeah, so
abojo bakaba sirinka bamanyirira life yecharo
abojo bakabamanyirire. Yes, kanitembura town girl. As so clever, mommy's girl. So it hit me so much that I had to start from scratch to love my grandmother,
to blend in and accept reality.
Yeah, and accept reality and know that this is my home. Yeah. Yeah, but I moved on. I have an auntie who just passed on last year. She was my singer. She never liked my mom. So, and she was the closest singer
to your father or to you.
To the home, Akashire he. So, and she was very hardworking. So I never liked her. The fact that she mistreated my mother when I would watch. So I later had to like her. I had to live with her. Nari sembuzi, natahamizi. Na yombera nabo echaro. Nahinga. I never fit in. I never fit in at any point. Actually, they would ask my grandmother, "Ogo muhima mkamwihankai," because they are dark and I'm not dark. So bakaba bebuza ogo mwana no hankai, but I was there on. So I had to fit in very fast.
And adapt because there's no time.
Yeah,
and
there's no time
to
and
allow
chance.
You any other
yeah,
thing.
and the only person you used to lean on is normal. So I had to fit in. Narisembuzi natahamizi. Yeah, nawakishike charo nashoma. Later Buhunjiro twarugayo, I think it was.
Wawahika hariya ho kugira ngo uriyo msheja your godmother.
Yeah, my godmother. My godmother's husband, by then, a car head teacher one, Ngarama Secondary, and our home is Namuhand. So kuya barabara arabaho akaina kama tukaka blue. He would see me, he'd greet me. I think he noticed the kind of life I was living in. So kuna bire ndiaho ndenu bantu msaho. Mbanja Patricia, ntukwenda nkahi, ntukwenda Mbarara. Your mother needs you, my godmother. So mpakinga ebintu byanje ngenda
urga umcharo muka.
Yeah, ndigo mcharo muka. Mpukayo, and life changed from there. Yeah. Kuna rujireyo, my mother Antwara nza St. Lucius. And I joined P6.
Mbwene charo nhuchakomera.
Yeah, chakoma there. Joining a P6, and as a bright child, nkaikayibona nkamba singa. Kansinga abojo. Yes, abatwireyo. Yes, and they would wonder, but I think my background ahansikeru nungi, because I would speak good English. I would speak with the teachers. No bonkaba bebuza ugumwana kana. Yes, akana kargangara makarga Buhunjiro, be specific. But nashoma na hiza P6 nazo P7 and I was the best girl in that school.
Wow.
And I went to Mary Hill.
Good mother.
Yes, my good mother.
Mary Hill.
Mary Hill.
Wow. I don't want to cry. I really have been holding myself. Jesus. I really. So you went to Mary Hill?
I went to Mary Hill. Senior 1, Senior 2, Senior 3, Senior 4. Now here's a Mary Hill Senior 4.
How was Mary Hill?
Mary was a changing. My life changed in Mary Hill. I was a good girl. I became a leader there. I became a debate president. Mary Hill, I'm what I am because of Mary Hill.
Hati, echingwenda kuuza Patricia. When you left Ngarama Mbarara, nkanturanka I godmother wa wari
Omurti.
So okaba ohumra ozomurti.
Yes.
For all your years St. Aloysius and Mary Hill.
Yes.
Mbwene charo changarama chako maho.
Actually, ninjuka at one point tukaferwa. My great grandmother twazayo kuziika. I went with them. Twagire kuza kuziika. And because nkandi excited kureba abana bo mu cyaro, people I knew, and I wanted to stay. I spent like a night.
A little longer.
And they told me no.
Your godmother said no.
Yeah. I think at the reason I think I can yenda
the very best for you.
Yeah, move away from this. So tindagaruchire mu cyaro until senior 4. Not at any point.
So was a Mary Hill was my 4 years. Then senior 4 vacation. Was godmother
no tinda shabere.
What happened? How did you go back?
I was there and she told me again noza spending vac omcharo, and me I thought it was in a good way. So I packed my bags and I left. Kuna jenzire results kuzizire ntera mami mugambira nti mami results zizirangira ati I stopped paying for you.
What
I
happened?
remember.
Had she changed her
I
mind?
remember.
Had she lost her job?
I remember that day. Nkandi nanye nkandi kutereje simu.
Esimu iwatireho kajiya he.
I had a small phone. I had been Tora in my adopted family I would call. I bakabi no mushwa wo mukuru Kathy. Akamba mweta Kathy. So akaina kasimu nikishika ka Motorola ka. So kuna aje kuzo mu cyaro. Kathy was already at the university. So yakampereza. Was like a young sister to her. Yakampereza kasumu.
So nko wajendine.
Nko na jendine. So results kuzizire mami mtera.
And you were excited that
yes, nkanko zireje. Mami mtera mjanti. Mami results are back. Mami tarangambire. Kathy nwe yangambire. At Patricia, mami is not going to pay for you anymore. Mjanti, why? I tried asking why. And they didn't tell me. But remember mcharo, I had my grandmother there. Everyone knows I'm going back to town. And here I'm not going back.
And you don't even know where next you're going.
Yes. So it hit me so much. Nishkankaza hamwe nara. So omkamba jiranti nti nyino garuko mu town. Somehow mbajanti ndio ninjenda. So baba manyangu ninza kukora ki? Ninza kuhumuruka. But I was not going to. So ngaruko mu town, I went to see my mother. She was ill. She got an illness, heart problem. So Angela Patricia noreba, it's me nyabe nakwera nyonyenka dada atarumu the husband. So hati most of my money na when nomshomesa she was a head teacher. Most of my money nizakuza on my hospital bills. So I'm sorry. Yeah, but
at least you got to know the reason.
Yes.
And I think it gave you a little bit of relief, even when it's so tough.
Yeah, but later on, prior to that, bakabi no mtabanu wabo, and we didn't go well. and I think minus even we kurwara omutabani akabagambire ngo takinyenda wabo. Omutabani, he mistreated me so much, I can't tell her, but for me that was not a big deal because first and foremost I was clever, so nkani manobwa kuntera, and unfortunately he wasn't. Actually I cannot kushoma kwa yanga. So okushoma kwa yanjira, and me I'm progressing. Yeah, chamtegansa, even the parents. I remember bakachtamsa hamwe bamugamba mjat Albert, if it wasn't for an unfortunate incident of Patricia's parents, she wouldn't be here. But jezo kumushobora, like ogumwana aliyaha not because she chose it, konkariyaha because of what happened to her parents. And mind you, my parents, they are even richer than the family I was in. So nabakamba chimanya. So tuinogo mwana because life happened. So Albert, my brother, aka mistreating amunonga yantera. So I think parents had to choose. Of course. They had to choose between. So my mother stopped there.
Nyenda kumanya ekintu akubuuza ngaramuka rugayo tori kwija. Who gave you the transport that time?
I think my mother must have sent the money.
Okagambo tunyenda kwija nyowe. Talk to you or whatever. Oh,
no. Nkana kuzire. Senior for no wakuzire. So no manya what to do. So nkeihayo. Nkeihayo na janta, I want to see my mother.
Hang in there. Like the taxi fare you paid from Ngarama to Mbarara. Esento kozino twire no savinga okaziwe.
Think wishka inazire. My grandmother must have given me the money.
Or something. Okay. Fine. So wija yakugambira wareba ko hari kushasha.
Nishika, she was lying on the bed. So angambira, and that was it.
Okay. When hato I learned a while ago that you went to marry for 6 years.
Yes.
Wagarkayo.
Hati okunizire garkayo. While at Mary Hill, even in my documents, I was never registered as a total orphan. My parents, my adopted parents, bakenda kuchira binga off. So na nom documents, my dad was tumsime Richard, mom tumsime Grace. So bakenda kuchira binga off.
To give you the solace of you have a belonging. So
na Mary Hill kantagamba nti actually naba Mary Hill because I had the best visitations, upkeep, I got the best. My school fees was ever paid on time. So nkanta kureba that other side.
So ugarka Mary Hill.
So ngaka Mary Hill nkokuna gambira was a good girl. I had performed very well. So Mary Hill, it was very easy. So ngambira the head teacher by then, Sister Anastasia, that I cannot continue with my studies because of ABC. So Angela, you come to carry the half bursary. Nagalka Mary Hill. So I went back to Mary Hill.
Okay, new one resolution. In a long time, what I've done. I've failed myself.
Sorry.
Okay. Bakuhereza half bursary. Shungu half zirije.
So kuba mpire half bursary. Nkokuna gambira my third name, fourth name should be lucky. I was lucky. I was a lucky person. As a lucky girl. So bampa half bursary. Hati kuba mpire half bursary. My grandfather niwe mukama wa Leisure Gardens.
Your father's father or your mom's end?
My father's
father.
My father's uncle.
Okay.
So he's my grandfather.
Right.
So Angela, of course, but nawata hoburiyo Patricia must go back to school. Yes, but yes.
So it's humanly understandable. So the best you can do is also relieve them.
So Angela, my grandmother Jira, the current Archbishop is my uncle. Kashima with my dad. So I went, approached him, and he gave me the other half.
For the 2 years. So niko wagatse Mary.
Nkunagache into Mary Hill for HSC.
Washome emyaka yawe ebiri. Urukumuro kaza ingarama.
Hati kuna it was a bit tricky. Kuna when nduku reporting, my grandmother agenda was my mother. Okay, tumwachu mushashura twantshaba nani shaba. She's a girl, she's a young girl. Nani mbashaba ejebe family ye. My mother refused.
Because of the other issues you and I spoke about earlier.
Awokuba, my mother, it beat my grandfather's understanding. Ogumwana echinkwenda chonka. To have a home.
And belong here.
Yeah.
To identify.
So hati mama mtachu mshashura, which is understandable. I want you, why can't you take hostage of her? Yeah, young. So Angela, my grandfather in a home in Ruti. That's where I would have my holidays.
What kind of home was it? Did they have children?
No,
is it just an urban home for
that's why.
Walking once in a while?
Yes, that's why he wanted me to have a home. Njira bena insisting njira to have the other home. Kwenda Yobamba, you get someone to correct you, you get someone to say this is wrong. His home is based in Kampala. So akoko naisha yo, this is his village, yes. So by young, and the family I called home, my
woke up
siblings,
in a blink of an eye.
yes. So na wechikamushobera, why? At least mom touch mshashura. Abaryaha for holidays anyway, just 2 weeks.
I'm sure there were reasons that you and I might not
Yes,
understand.
I don't understand.
I don't see that woman really taking the worst decision for you, but there must have been reasons.
Yes.
When was
Yes, that home ekeno hosting many people like abana bakuza mu mashomero tukatubuganiraho. My grandfather being the center here, so tukatubuganiraho. So nashoma 2 years.
Body in zero, Patricia. Emyaka yawe jebiri ya Mary Hill. As an individual, ya shaneta wa jera nsaneriena. The first 4 years of pomp and color and total glamour, if I would label it that way. Now, in a blink of an eye, and you're now in this school, and goodness.
It wasn't very easy. Kokuna Gambera, they yankanye a big sister whom I looked up to. She was actually in Mary Hill 4 years ahead of me. So everything that I looked up to was in her. Patricia, do this. Konke echirunji kuri yankana yejire almost everything, housework benankani mbimanyebyo. So later, because usually years of growth, it's that from senior to senior 4, it's when you're groomed. So you're either groomed there
or you lose it.
Yeah, or you lose it. So kuri yankanya jireyo binji, the modern town. Yona nkajejera kuria.
Okay. So waheza HSC
Vakyahika, and I was lucky. Nkokuna Gambera, I was lucky. My first job, nkaheza exams like today, and 2 days later I reported at work, Vision Radio. Yes.
Wakora icha Vision Radio wazayo.
Hati Agatha Kafoko is an old girl, Mary Hill.
Right.
So akija ho Mary Hill for talks. Career guidance. So kuyizire mujira nta I want to work on radio. I'm interested in media and what. Ajato, okay. Ampandishira kapaprateka who had 2 contacts. Angela T, when you're done with your exams, please call these numbers. Unfortunately, I called them and she's like, report to work on Monday. Naza reception. Naza reception, I was trained, nakora reception, nkankora voiceovers, kuna helize na joining a youth chat. They had a program by then. Yes, or Ramkaga. Yeah.
Urukuturo multi.
Yes, ndukuturo multi.
Urukimukaka shesho kija murumo.
Ndukija murumo.
Ukagaruka yo mwazio. Grandfather wamtebeza.
Yeah, akana achimanya because even while at Mary Hill in holidays of Mwenkanza Vision Radio. So hati
areba mwana taruku wa negotiate njiro mshara shumama
omshara at first tinda I was not interested in the salary.
You were just excited you're on radio.
Yeah, being on radio because it's what I wanted to do for a long time.
Transport shuwaji ya hebu utashaba mshahara.
Tinkwishikaje konka transport nkani njifuna. My grandfather tinkwishikaje. So okwezi kukwahwire Mr. Kafoka amboza. So Patricia, come. How much do you think I'm going to pay you? Mzee, I don't know. Mzee, I don't know. It's like, hey, so amboza, how much is transport? Mugambera 2K, that's 4K. Times ingam 30 days. That's 120. So ajirati. Okay, can adding some things were 200. So that was my salary.
That's okay. For the start.
For the start.
I don't want to tell you how much my first pay was.
Yeah, so it was 200. Yeah, and we would work half day. So
that was really awesome.
Yeah,
like,
so I would either do the
awesome.
morning shift, but usually morning shift kuja nkandi muto. Kata kwenda nkoro mwabazi movements at night.
Wakora yebu ipinga nati?
Nakorayo up to end of
vakiona.
Yeah, vakiona.
Results always are jire kare na kare.
Results is
kare kare na kare.
Yes, na nkanashire kare.
When hate byo kwenjera yo kushoma.
Hati kubi ebyo kwenjera yo kushoma nyija I applied UCU. I wanted journalism. Kokuna gambira because I felt baji nyuma UCU. So I think I applied even MOOC. Na applying a MOOC, bampa human rights, ethics and human rights. So kuna jekusuza kureportinga the Archbishop.
Banjorinde. Uka-applyinga UCU na MOOC honka.
Honka.
Bakwa yo ethics and human rights.
Yes.
Ndiyo ninza kubuza fiza hizi kuza kugamanya na kuza kutura nebyo byona.
I remember no applying at Tinda applying. It was even my cousin who went, applied, got even the admissions. So
cousin wa umumba yemba kushango mu rutoko mukuza kumuka.
Anatura Kampala.
No was side ya dad wawe?
My mom's side. I can't care already.
Sina nyenda kubuza, and I'm sorry to take you back. Mami yoko tahise bwire ukabarebaho.
Nkokuna gambera those 4 years isina mazire at my godmother. I lost contact with everyone. Right. So hati of course no bamanya bariyo.
Once in a while.
So my cousin akuja akana shumira makera rukola software engineering. Yamfaho yaronda admission ninjikano yantaking around campus byona. So at nomanya university no shoma then you pay was akora exams.
Many people do.
So at exams kuza kuhika already the Archbishop had committed himself. Kanaza kuwa nampa 1M.
How much was it usually?
Tinkwishka. Konka 1M. So zindi tinkwishka. But tukora exams.
Konka no tura.
Nkani ntura to my maternal auntie's place.
Was it close to you?
It wasn't.
Where
it was those who know Kampala. It was in Machindi. So I would come from Machindi in Temba taxis and to Kampala to Wandege to Makere. Yeah.
Ukano shoma evening regular.
Nkani shoma day. Yeah.
So for your 3 years ukano tura Makindi? No,
Tindama zile 3 years. As a bad girl.
Patricia, okuwandiza a bad girl.
As a bad girl.
Oh, you girl, my tears. This sounded like a fairy tale.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to a Cinderella girl. Karega tugumize was Machindi for a brief.
Yes, while? That's semester, yeah, for university. Nasho matinda jhelze nagerenda umwana wa Archbishop. How
enda shija nergai Patricia itu atanishira kantaka uri the boyfriend. Was that Mr. Liza?
Yes.
John ni mwita. Niza kumwita. So how did you meet Rubaiza? Because that question I thought
No way.
How did you meet him?
Yes,
Sorted
even
you.
in senior 5.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So was the Kampala aguma n'omusama wawe?
Omusamba yaguma kunuya. Yeah, because my husband by then akanatura in the US. So he would come here for summer, then agarkayo. So later
What was he doing? School?
he was in school. He was in Massachusetts. So kuya ahereze his university, he came back. So twisha to joining later in senior 6. Senior 6 VAC to be specific. Yeah.
That's when he was also done with school?
Yeah.
And you had fully relocated?
He
Okay.
came back this
Okay.
side.
So you was a makere, was a kumruka kungomsama kurukadi?
Omusamba manyankaza kuhumuruka nyinenenda.
Ulinembaga. So nanobna nimbuza Archbishop arikuta 1 million
omusamba nishota kana topping up. Yes.
Kashoro kuturowa auntie ebyo tebabimanya.
Bakamba manya my cousin by then akana chimanya because I let her meet him.
Okay. So officially makindi warbe.
Tindarugire. Yeah, nkakora my exams kuna heze kuzikora nija kuna Mbarara. Then I moved in with him.
School?
Yes, I moved in with him Nazara. Kuna herze makere. I was not interested anymore, I think, at some point. Yeah, tindabire obushwere because in Kazara in Feb and university opens in August. I applied at Mbarara University.
Same course?
No.
Different
I applied, yes, I started afresh.
Banzorindemo,
Archbishop up to today. When he meets me, he's like, Patricia. I remember I lost contact with him. Akunda chimugambere. Ushikabe yakwire 1M izeye at towards Shomera. So he kind of got disappointed. My family got disappointed. Everyone got disappointed.
No one understood.
Yes.
No one understood.
How?
But me, in my heart of hearts, I'm understanding. I don't know why.
So
Mbarara was Ariana.
Nazara Ariana wanje 20, that was 2015 Feb. Nazara kuna herze kuzara, like I told you, nindemeraho. I'm the kind. If I want something, I would get it the next day. So I applied at Mbarara University and I got Bachelor's of Accounting and Finance.
Were you ever interested in that?
I was never, but because I was good at math.
And you wanted to go back to school?
Yeah.
Inevitably?
Yes.
When we jamast? Washoma weekend, washoma evening,
Nkani shoma ebyaburisha.
Ongo inebebo wa mukano ota
hayo
baby,
yeah. Baby nkamteko daycare at 6 months because if I gave birth in Feb in August, I'm reporting back, so she was 6 months. I remember on her 6-month day she reported at daycare.
Oh, and yes. What was that?
Grandma.
I thought so. I'll tell you why later.
Yes, grandma.
Mukanmutura hihi.
Tukantura around.
Okay, okay. So was Mbarara University.
Yes.
Summer officially yaba sponsor.
No. Tarabire sponsor. I've told you I'm lucky. So while at Mary Hill, I was lucky. I got to host Mary Hill in a sister school in London, Abingdon. So I was lucky to host one of Bakaba de Tabishchi, Nito Tuzayo, but so a certain group of people could be zire bampa home omwana, she's called Lydia Pedo. And I hosted her to my home then. So kuna I'm hosting jet, we kept in touch.
Yabanka pen.
So I'm going back to university. Of course, now we're in the same class. Now I'm reporting to university. But I'm like, I don't have school fees. She's like, how? No, so wakuna gamba Mary Hill kene that attachment. Timanya chi yakoze agenda gambira the leaders of that school. Patricia Taine sente za university. Like how? Patricia and we at hosting the Mary Hill. So they got interested and I got a phone call from Ama Okeke. May God bless her. Ama asked me.
She's Ghanaian. I can
yes,
see Ama.
yes.
Because I read
yes.
Ama at I do.
Ama asked me, Patricia, how much is your tuition? Barbara.
I know, in that moment,
Amma asked me, Patricia, how much is your tuition?
was gone.
Nasga. Yanja tazanye ndobare buri chumwe.
Including hostel food, whatever.
Including everything. I remember Amma akansindikira 7M.
Every semester.
Amma would send me that money. She's like, yeah, here's a tuition. She'll send to the bank slip on email.
And you would do that?
Actually, she asked me, Mbarara sent us the 3 years. 30 years. Years dividing in three. In three phases.
So one lump sum.
Yes.
Your mwaka gone. Either way, 7 million was not all. Like, it was too much.
Too much. That's how I was at university.
Waba push corporate girl, mother,
Nomsama wanje, Nomgiga, but also me here. Yes.
Slaying like
yes.
anything.
So that's how I was lucky. Emyaka eshatu yawa, no pressure, no nothing.
Graduation.
Now graduating.
Nabasindikira.
They were so happy. Kuna actually, I think in the third year, ama ya retiringa. So her salary ya chendera konka. I got the other two people. It was Annalie and Felicity, whom I later met.
They came here to meet you?
Yes, they came. They came, they wanted to meet me. They wanted to know where their money was, going. So we later met in Kampala, bampa dollars, bampa. Oh, Amma would send me gifts. I kept in touch with her up to now. We talk. She's in Ghana. She later relocated to Ghana and found her mother. So I was lucky, like lucky. Like I told you my third name is Lucky. So
at what point do they learn about your baby and your marriage?
I told them.
Yes,
nkabagambira. I told Amma because omujungu tikwendo mbuzabuze, they are straightforward people. So you tell them this is this, so they know. In case hajire chabaho, in case wafuna kendije, and they must know. Yeah, so.
And did it go that way?
No, it didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
I finished the 3 years.
So why is Mbarara University?
Kuna mtaka heriza Mbarara University, I was doing internship. Nkani nkora internship at Mbarara Municipal Council. Yes. And I got interested in makeup.
And English?
Yes.
Which year are we talking about?
In 2016.
Okay.
In 2017.
Internship.
Internship.
Okay. So, what do you makeup?
Yeah, I got. None nk'abantu buri jo ntwekoraho nanye nkani nyekoraho bityo konka later I got interested. And like I told you, I said I want this.
Go for it.
So I go for it. Nkani ndeba karanga TV. To be specific, Sparkle's salon.
I know that salon.
So ndeba makeup bataho contacts hands. Contacts chikantwara like 3 times to watch that advert to get the digits very well. So I made a phone call. I told them I want to do makeup, I want to learn makeup. Bagambira, I'm at university, I have a family, so my time is limited. So Banjira, there's a time. Konka Banjira, we have an institute. The Tukshomesa. So the institute was called Malaika Institute. It's opposite Makere Main Gate at Ham Towers. So Ngokundagamba was interested. So nkani nkora internship. Nsaba leave. My supervisor Kisha ya supervising ko yahereze mugira. I'm asking for leave. Mbabia.
Uzachindi.
Nza Kampala for 2 weeks. The course was 1 month. Kunkanye mbajanta I can do 2 weeks.
Back to back.
Yes. No. I do 2 weeks.
Like every day?
Yeah, every day.
For 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks, then I go back. Mpeze internship, then ingaruke. And they're okay with that. So I went at Malaika Institute. Natakakushom. And Abanyacharo. Because usually this kind of work. Most people nibajana batashomere. So even for me atabase kweyongerayo, and it's true cause abena benyinaho bingi nyejo background, but I had to lower myself, put my degree aside and study with these girls because they had what I wanted. And because we learned from people nkanyi no kubakwataje making sure na bya hechinkwenda.
Right. So washoma makeup course. Yes,
nashoma makeup course. I got a certificate.
Wajeza na university degree wajeza
na yenajeza. Kuna herze the certificate nagaruka. So we were doing the final, is it semester or final year? Yeah, university. Nkamba nitambra na makeup kit.
Wow.
Abana nkamba kora hostel. Abakumanya Mbarara University omushaye nkankutwara yo nkukorerayo. Abana binebwa dinners. That was the beginning of my journey of makeup. Yes.
So kuwa heza university officially degree wajitom box?
Yes, degree najitarvash.
Watandika makeup?
Natandika makeup.
At what point did you get married?
Oh, because I had moved in with Mr. Rubaiza by then in senior 6 vacation. So my background of having staunch parents, the Catholic background, my uncle being an archbishop, so enough is enough, you must settle with this girl. Yeah, actually pushing mnonga because they didn't see any reason.
Yeah, it was your only way of giving them the solace.
Yes, and they were not happy. They are never happy with Mr. Rubaiza. They never greeted him. My parents are very strict. They never greeted him at any point, even family gatherings. They never welcomed him. Yes. So in my second year at university,
you got married.
I got married officially.
Kari, nakureba because I attended your wedding, you know that.
Yes.
Kongasa ba onoriyo mbini
kane
So, waheza university washwirwe as in I'm seeing life yormu no mwana umushe byari kubana yegomba iwe you have arrived.
Yeah.
So hatu wija officially gukora makeup.
Nija officially gukora makeup in 2017 to be specific. My first bride was 25th October 2017. She's called Rachel.
Wamuiha hiya kushanga?
Rachel kandi at a friend's bridal boutique by then
in
Mbarara. So abantu bija barakujja ntwenda makeup. Abokuba was starting a career clinging on people that I feel yes established. So I would be at Susie's bridal. So banjira ntwendo wa makeup. Tinjikora. How much? Na figures nkanta kuzijukaje mbagambire mtwari 10. Batini wajango what sera bride and matron. I remember that the matron by then, she's called Kathy. Kathy pushed for it. I don't know how, but she told Rachel tino kumkore sogomwana. So there and then bampa booking mtware 5.
Objenyi
Bukavu this place above Adit.
Nomum town.
Okay. So njenda Penpo, yeah, Penpo Gardens. I reported very early at work. You know, your first client, excitement, my first bride. Nkana ishiro kale bataka ishiro bakaba chino msarene bakodisho chenyo nkana ishiro kale mbategeries. So I worked on them. While there I met some other people. Claire.
Oh, how
we know Kola now.
Chopper?
No, not Claire.
Mirembe,
Claire.
Okay.
So Mirembe kuna mbugi naho. You do makeup all along, yes.
Akana kumanya
from Abwarabaiza, yes. Claire akampa 2 brides from there.
That
yes. Akampa her cousin ya Mpondijo, the journey. I remember very well.
Okuza kutunga omwanya gugu kureba hosho.
Hato gomwanya, I did mobile for about 23 years. Nkakora mobile. Abokuba one was starting such a career where you're looking for people. You can't sit and people come. You must look for them. Then
eventually, until when you're there,
they can look for you.
Right.
So for me, that was my strategy. I had to move around, look for people. I would work on them in people's shops, salons, banyeta hankom hostels, banyeta and their homes. So for me, moving in, having my own studio was a dream, but a bit far. Yeah, because Nota Kabira established. So
and you are not leaving any chances out.
yes.
Okay. So in a nutshell, Patricia, it's quite a journey. Yours. I am loving it. Naba ninyenda kumanya. Iwe umuntu yakubuza ebintu nka bishatu because Patricia chari up to the whole journey of Exquisite no gamba bintu.
I think one is God. Those who know me, I know my God. I have 3 a.m. prayers. So for me, when it comes to God, tinkuzana zana. Then echindi, luck. I've been lucky all through.
It's lucky.
Yes. Then echindi, I've been patient.
Have you?
Yes. Most of these things, I've been so patient. Maybe at university, maybe at senior 6, nkanimba kuza korebindi to get money, but I never. So I've been patient all through. Kamanye chindi na manyante, I must do this. So everything that I do, I've been patient all through. So ni manyangwe chini nchetaga. Yes, I know. I've known my background. I've known who I am. So I don't take that for granted.
That's your parting shots.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Abantu abatari kumahoro bagambire batije kuja munaziri kuma.
We are located at Western Arcade, Exquisite Makeup Studio, Western Arcade, shop AF07. And last year we made 5 years. I made 5 years in this game. So I'm a bridal makeup artist every day. Video shoot, I've worked on several video for musicians. I've worked on reggae, I've worked on gospel artists. So in Mbarara, I'm established. That's what I can say. I'm established. So I'm on Instagram, on TikTok.
Mbarara Patricia.
Mbarara Exquisite, yeah. Mbarara Exquisite Makeup Studio everywhere. That's what I use.
Thank you for bringing out my rather not easy tears on set. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. And nintekatekangu nebindi byonu bije. Sure. Tindukwasa kwenjera embweni.
Thank you for hosting me.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, I was happy being part of this show.
I am so glad. And you know how we thought about you? Nka gamba na kukundova. Think we how we said.
Mbarara,
yes, it was Mbarara, our producer. Yes. I said, but you can host Patricia. Patricia. And somehow I honestly didn't know you do this.
Mbarara Moses is an uncle to my children. He's been part of my family. Yeah, so it's dear to us.
Wakoraje mnongi wabo nitwe kurugitwatanitsiro kusebwirobu ebya Patricia atkunda rubaiza nbyebe njangu wabhurra omushayar zire wahareba wahurra na nahari kunkana yo wahurra mwenye ndakwe nanjirizo ryoko oyefumbasi naro inobsaso inamaganyano byo tumweni yo bikagenda buta narukunkaka nimbukora kabyari kusimbuka nintekateka Patricia oyine change cyo muyaho nyote ndikuza kwenjera nashemerwa kuja ngo wabo nitwe yetondijo urukumanya nabatakatogisiro bashere Barbara Nyamwiza official YouTube subscribe nje bagumya tunje turi kuba twine #tamana Nyamwiza ndukorera Big Chef Restaurant omwanya gukuzayo oburunji omutawne yambara rumbyendya no mugabura oyija mwanya ubase kumanya buzimazima ebyo tuganira mukamanija kuri ndaje tugarukira katano rukwija n'umudinyo ndisho ogume